Armenian section of Vatican Radio-Vatican News turns 60. An Armenian music concert takes place at the Vatican to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the founding of the Armenian section of Vatican Radio-Vatican News. As 2026 marks 95 years since the foundation of Vatican Radio, it also commemorates the 60th anniversary of the creation of the Armenian section of Vatican Radio-Vatican News. To celebrate this milestone, the Armenian section organized an Armenian music concert that was held at the Vatican on Thursday, May 28. "It is a joy to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the founding of the Armenian section," said Andrea Tornielli, editorial director of the Dicastery for Communication, who pronounced his speech in Armenian and Italian. "Christian identity has been a fundamental element in the history of your great people, who have experienced very troubled times, particularly at the beginning of the 20th century with the Metz-Jägern, and again in more recent times. Today we are called, also through the work of the Armenian section, to be a bridge of peace and dialogue with everyone." Vatican Radio launched its Armenian section on May 29, 1966, thanks to Armenian Cardinal Gregorio Pietro XV Agagianian, today a servant of God. Armenian is one of 57 languages in which Vatican Radio-Vatican News offers coverage of the Pope, the Vatican, the Church and more. The concert featured Armenian music ranging from the 1700s to the late 1900s and was performed by a group of Italian musicians, led by a Georgian Armenian flautist, Veronika Kazanishvili. Accompanying the flute were a harp and a string quartet. A credible and authoritative voice in a world of disinformation. Several representatives of the Armenian Catholic Church and Vatican dicasteries were present at the concert and gave speeches. Know that your work is invaluable, especially in a world where information is sometimes subject to manipulation, where disinformation has become a weapon used to destroy others, where the shouts of a powerful few drown out the whispers of millions of others, emphasized the Patriarch of the Armenian Catholic Church, Raphael Bedros 21 Menashian, who also sponsored the event, in a message read out by Monsignor Kachik Kayumjan, rector of the Pontifical Armenian College. The credible and authoritative voice of Vatican Radio, Vatican News continues to be a beacon and a guarantee that conveys the gospel message, speaking of peace, speaking of social justice, speaking of fraternity and sharing, speaking of gospel love. A bridge of communion. Cardinal Claudio Girardi, prefect of the Dicastery for the Eastern Churches, highlighted in a message read out by the Secretary of the Dicastery, Archbishop Michel Jalik, how the Armenian section has served as a bridge of communion, brotherhood, and evangelical witness, keeping alive, even through the trials of history, the spiritual conscience of a people deeply rooted in the Christian faith.